Hi, how are you? Um, bit of a story before we get into this. I completed Watch Dogs. So let's talk first. About 2 months ago, I believe. You may have heard I went to a Mario Kart party. I mentioned this at some point, I think. And before that, about a week before, I pre-ordered Watch Dogs, which came out the week before that party. I pre-ordered it from a seller, and I got it for $45 pre-ordered. Pretty good, I thought. So I went to this party, saw a lot of Watch Dogs, even when it was a Mario Kart party, and I was very disappointed in graphics, but we'll get to that in a second. And but I was like, I want to play this game. I really want to play this game. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And I'm like, this is weird. Why haven't I got my game yet? And I waited. And I go onto the seller's page, and he has about 30 negative responses back. And they're all about pre-order, and no one got their copy. So in the end, everyone was screwed out of $40. So I was like, fuck this game. I was so negative about this game. I was like, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. I got my money back. I'm like, cool. Never gonna get Watch Dogs. Never gonna get Watch Dogs. It screwed me once. Watch Dogs. Got this for 35 bucks. So I got this on the Tuesday. It is currently Saturday. And I beat it. And this is what I thought. Maybe some spoilers. Probably not, though. I'm going to try to keep it down. But, yes. So, if you don't know, you're a hacker. And you hack things. But you don't have to. What I mean by that is, there's a lot of combat throughout the game. Actually, let's not even get into that. Let's talk about some controversial stuff before. If you're watching this, hi, you're probably watching it for me, because you're cool. No one likes me. But you may also be watching this to hear someone else's opinion on yada yada. Are the graphics like E3 2012? Hell no! Fun fact, if you know what I'm talking about, the graphics of the E3 2012 trailer were amazing. They're what sold everyone on this game. Pre-orders went out crazy, the amount they went up on that E3 thing. And, it was a giant lie. The game, a lot of game stuff that they showed in that E3 demo wasn't the same. This game was delayed half a year for polishing, and it was actually a giant downgrade, sadly. And yeah, the mission you see in that trailer is actually in this game. Doesn't look the same, but yeah. Let's get to it. You're a hacker named Aiden Pierce, and you have a tragic story where your niece was killed in a car accident was caused by a man trying to kill you. And the whole game is about revenge. The first mission starts off, you find the man who did the accident, and you find out who he works for, and who that man worked for. And then the game basically gets to the point of where the sister of the niece, and also a nephew, gets kidnapped. And you have to try to save them, and save the day, and try to find who killed or helped kill your niece. This isn't a spoiler, this is the beginning of the game. And try to find out who killed the niece, try to find out who made him do it, the person who made them do it, the real one behind everything, the real one who screwed up one of your hacking things, which caused the whole thing to spiral. It's a giant revenge story. And it's very, very cliched. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just very cliched. It's a revenge story. And there's a whole morale system about where you're not supposed to kill civilians, and you can kill civilians. Does it matter throughout the game? No. The only time it matters is once a blue moon, someone might call the cops because they see you, but it usually never happens. It's not a big factor, from what I've seen in the game. Here's another thing for some people may or may not know. This game seems like it might be a very choice-heavy game. There is only one choice in the entire game, and it's, I think, after the credits, or between the credits. There's a middle credit scene. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a choice between do something and don't do something. You might be able to guess, but maybe not. And it's kind of dumb. They try to make you feel bad for doing it or not doing it. You do it anyways, because why not? Graphics are really nice on PS4. But they're not what was in that E3 trailer. there's a lot of really bad things in this game. I'm just gonna get to some of the bad things. I'm not gonna rank on graphics because they do look nice. Not as good as some other games on PS4, but they do look nice. Some of the AI can be really dumb. For example, the police, like, they'll chase you even when the bad guy is doing something they're the one who may have caused everyone to freak out, but they'll come after you for no reason, even when the bad guys are shooting you. They'll help bad guys kill you, is what I'm trying to say. There's dumb things where if you, like, walk in front of a train, the train will just stop. You cannot hijack boats in the game, but you can kill the civilian and then get into the boat, but instead of like your guy moving the body out of the way, he just appears in the seat and the NPC disappears. Another thing with boats, if you kill cops, like you're in a huge car chase and you just jump in a boat and go, there's no boat cops, so you can get away almost every single giant chase. So a lot of the time you're like, oh, there's a giant chase mission, get into a boat, let's go. They want you to use your hacking surrounding, which, let's talk about that. The hacking surrounding of hacking things. It is not as crazy as it may seem. It's usually throughout the game where it's like, gotta hack this thing to open a door. That's really where it does it. You can go, okay, let's hack that thing. It'll explode and kill that guy. But, as I said, there's no huge penalty where just take your gun and kill everybody. There's only a few exceptions where it's like, you need to sneak this. But you also have a silenced pistol, which you can go pew, 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 and kill everybody. And I kill everybody. There's a lot of times where you're like, kill everybody or escape. I say kill everybody. And the reason for that is experience points. You get experience points in the game, which has a level up tree, which is okay, but you'll pretty much almost have it maxed out by the time the game ends, because near the end of the game, they'll just give you 3,000 XP, whatever you do, because they want you to have everything, which is understandable, but driving can be very iffy. It's like GTA 4's driving, but someone modded GTA 4 driving to be like GTA 5, so it's very janky. Cars can't really roll, I don't think. There's times where you'll like hit something and you'll like bounce up. Like, your car doesn't like tipping like this. It'll like boom, does that kind of thing a lot. You can't. Oh, major big thing. This game has a lot of chases and a lot of stuff like that in the game. You can't shoot out your car. You cannot shoot out your car at all. But the enemy can, and the enemy can kill you super easily. You have a very actually small health bar in this game. It's not really a health bar. It's just, you get shot a couple times, you're dead. That kind of thing, which sucks. There's a lot of dumb things where games like GTA 4, hell, even some San Andreas things, got it right years ago. So a game that's been in 5 years development and then had half a year delay time to polish things out has stupid things like that, like all these weird bugs, like not really bugs, just bad game design. And it's really, really, really sad. You die from like falling 10 feet, not even 10 feet, you just die. Like 10 feet's kind of tough. Actually, 10 feet isn't too bad. You die really easily by falling. There's invisible walls. Oh my god, I didn't know this, but if you go, you can't go, you know, in GTA 5, for example, or any GTA really, you go into the water and you can keep on going forever, pretty much, but when you turn around, the city's still there, so it's like an infinite loop kind of thing. It's like an invisible wall, but you don't know it's there. It's a very nice way of doing it. This game, I was going, I just hit something, and my boat was like shook. I'm like, oh my god, invisible walls. There's some invisible, oh, another big thing, there's no jump button at all. There's a button, it's like, there's like a Zelda button where you hit it and he'll do stuff like go over things, but there's no jump button, which is really iffy when you want to get over a rock or something. There's times where I was like, oh, I'm just gonna jump onto this truck and then jump over this wall, or not even a wall, a barrier, like a car barrier, so I can get into the water and swim to shore, you know, speedrun tactics. And there was an invisible wall on this barrier that was up to my knee in the game. A lot of dumb decisions like that. But some good things. The game is fun. It's a fun sandbox. You know, it uses the Assassin's Creed engine. I'm 100% sure on that one because the running animation is from Assassin's Creed. They didn't even like change it. It's kind of sad. The shooting's okay. The cover system's okay. The controls are a little weird. They're a little backwards from other games I've played, but they're okay. This game reminds me of very much of Sleeping Dogs in the way how the game works, how it's like a rip-off GTA clone that's trying, but there's a lot of weird, dumb things that kind of pull it back from that. I wouldn't put it like Saints Row, where like Saints Row is it's a clone, but it's gone to the point of where it's really good kind of clone. Well, GTA or San Andreas 4 was Saints Row 4 was not a game, but yeah, like, it reminds me of Sleeping Dogs, how things work driving. But Sleeping Dogs, you could shoot out your car. That's a really big thing, shooting at your car. That's really needed for things in this game. But should you get the game? I would not spend the $60–$70. And I wouldn't spend that kind of money on the 360 or PS3 versions of the game because they look terrible. The 360, if you have a 360, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I saw footage of it. It was one of the first times I saw the game was through a 360, and oh, it looks Minecraft textures. It's really bad looking. But the PS4 one looks nice. The PS3 one looks okay from what I saw, but it's still. If you're gonna play Watch Dogs, try to play it on something really nice. PC, if you can, do it. But PS4, it looks nice. Not the best looking game ever. Don't spend the $70. This game, at the end of it, there's a lot of hints to a sequel. They don't not big ones where it's like the main character's doing this. It's just stupid little things where it's like we could if we wanted to, and they will because it made a lot of money because of pre-orders and stuff. And it was a lie. But I got it for $35. Worth the $35. I think it has 10–15 hours of gameplay, maybe. Yeah, don't buy this full price. Buy it around $40–30 if you can. My opinion. But if you really want to play this game, there's a chance you've probably already gotten it. And what do you think if you've gotten it? Do you think it's lived up to the hype? That's the major issue about this game. The hype surrounding it ruined it. If this game just came out of nowhere and then was quiet and then came out and sort of unreleased, they didn't show anything, no one would be complaining, I don't think. But the fact of the stuff they showed early on, and then they said they went to polish it and it looks worse than the game from 2 years ago, that is not acceptable in my opinion at all. But it's fun. Play it if you can. Don't spend full price. If you have a computer that can run it, Steam, cheap one day, yeah, why not? Yeah, there'll be a sequel. There will be a sequel. And I'm a little disappointed in the game. Very cliched story. Sister gets taken away and then you have to save her, then kill the bad guys in the end. Yeah, I don't know. This is Ramble, the video. I'm just trying to say what I'm thinking. It's weird. Watch Dogs.